Hello everyone, the purpose of this next video is going to be to show people how to get into the research databases. So of course you want to start at mayfieldschools.org. You're then going to head to the far right to where it says Students and scroll down to Library Media Centers. Once you're on the Library Media Centers page, you're going to go to the far left to where it says Mayfield High School. And now you're at all of the resources that Mayfield High School's Library Media Center has. Scroll down to Gale. For this speech, because you are getting opposing views, this is a speech to argue, you want to have opposing viewpoints in context. So go ahead and click on that file. And I'm just double check here so I don't misspeak. It gave us the login password here. So here's the username, which I don't think they're going to ask for, and the password is Mayfield. So let me go ahead and type in Mayfield. Wonderful. Okay, so now this is giving us speeches. These are going to give us topics that we could potentially use for our speech that are geared to have a controversial spin. This is in the showcase, top 3. These are a number of topics that are updated that are based on these categories. Just like the speech to inform, you could of course go to Browse All, and you have a number of possible topics here as well. Okay, so why don't I click on guns and violence? This is just a hypothetical. This is giving us a summary of what it means to have a topic of guns and violence. And now it's giving us featured viewpoints. There are 8, but in total there are 280 viewpoints. Let me just start here at featured viewpoints. And I can click here, and these are some things that I could possibly argue. Prayer provides more benefits than gun control. Shootings are a moral problem, not a gun problem. That sounds intriguing when I take a look at that. And I can take a look here at what this is trying to argue. Okay, so what I encourage you to do is to look through all kinds of topics. Don't just pick one and say, yes, I love sports, let me just go right to sports. You might end up choosing that anyway, but I hope that you are giving yourself plenty of time, because I am giving you Monday, March 30th and Tuesday, March 31st to just simply review all kinds of topics, okay? For example, school violence. Why security measures won't stop school shootings. Maybe that's a topic that you think is interesting and that your classmates would find interesting, okay? Or something else, okay? Maybe you see something like cell phones in schools and you want to say, you know what? I want to have a speech that argues why cell phones should only be allowed to be used during passing time or study hall or lunchtime during school. You know, you can then look more into that potential topic and take a look at that. Okay, so I want you to just simply take Monday and Tuesday's class to review all of these topics that are in here and pick something that you think is intriguing, that you would love to take the next several hours to look into because you like the topic and you think it's argumentative and you think that anyone who watches your speech would also be fascinated by it. Okay, so all of these are here. Last thing I want to show you before I leave Gale. Let's say, for example, you pick birthright citizenship, and let's say hypothetically that you end up using this source from the Christian Science Monitor, May 2018. Don't forget that you can click on the Google Drive and you save this file directly to your Google Drive. You'll never have to find it again. Okay, I don't want anyone to be copying and pasting this link. You can just simply click on this. Additionally, if you scroll down to the bottom, this is your MLA Works Cited. Okay, so again, this is a real resource for you, so that you want to make sure that you do that correctly. The other thing I want to show you before I move on is the other database that we have. It's called INFOhio. Okay, so the password here is Explore. I'll click on INFOhio. And I'm looking for Points of View Reference Center. Points of View Reference Center right here in the middle. Points of View Reference Center. If you needed the password, it's Explore. For some reason, I was already logged in, so I didn't need it. Okay, and again, these are the topics in the showcase. You can just click on these. These are the topics by category, or you can simply go to Show All. I'm going to again remind you, you should not be just picking a topic that is obvious. You can't just say that junk food is bad for you, because I think we all would agree that junk food is called junk food for a reason. You could, however, argue something about junk food instead of just saying that it's good or bad. What about flag burning? This is a controversial topic, whether or not people should be able to, if it's protected as a First Amendment right. This is the summary. If you go over here, there's a point and a counterpoint that you could potentially argue. This would be great because if you were to pick this, flag burning is legal and people should be able to use it as a form of protest. When you get to your counterclaim, you would know that you could just pick something from this article, okay? But anyway, you can go over here to the far left side, and let's say you want to look at more articles from newspapers. And there's 35 articles from newspapers. So go ahead and you can look at all of these. What I like about EBSCO from INFOhio is that they let you read the PDF. And apparently Hillary Clinton, when she was senator, talked about flag burning, and so that's why this topic came up. But anyway, this would be the original file that you could read and see what that's all about. Let's say that I wanted to click on this particular source. Once again, I can click on Google Drive to save this. I could also scroll down to where it says Cite, C-I-T-E, and I can just scroll down to MLA. And once again, this is going to be my works cited. So in this video, I just showed you how to, from the Library Media Center's webpage, I showed you how to get to Mayfield High School, and then how to scroll down to Gale and INFOhio. Once again, if you have any questions about this, please email me or send me a Schoology message, and I'll be very happy to address any concerns or questions that you have.